Triple E EDC back again with another knife sale. These 4 knives are going up for sale tonight. I want to go over the rules first. So first, if you want one of these knives, you have to email me at triple.e.edc@gmail.com. That's triple.e.edc@gmail.com. And the first person to give me a full asking price offer will get the knife, as long as that offer is by email and unequivocal. You're free to go ahead and give me a counter offer on the asking price or an offer on the asking price, and we're free to go back and forth if you like. But if somebody jumps in with a full price offer, they will get the knife. All right. Now let's go ahead and talk about what knives these are and what I'm gonna ask. These knives are how I fund the channel, by the way. So if you just keep that in mind. This is how I fund the channel for giveaways. This is how I fund the channel for buying new knives for new content. So I try to ask fair prices, but I also want you to keep in mind that I can't go too low on these. I do try to give you guys a good deal. So first of all, this knife is not a knife I plan on selling. I actually plan on getting it and keeping it pretty much forever because it's pretty collectible. It's a limited run. This is the Protech Operator SNG, Strider SNG sterile all black version. So the normal all black version, has writing on it. What do I mean by sterile? So this is the Invictus. You see the logo there for Prometheus Design Works. You see the Protech logo there. You see Made in USA. So all those writing on there is considered, would not be considered sterile. Sterile means there's nothing. So as you can see here, there's no logo for Strider. There's no logo for Protech. There's no logo for anything. There's no Made in the USA, although this is Made in the USA. It is just sterile. So, that's a beautiful thing. We also have this tritium insert here. This is the version with the tritium insert. Tritium is a radioactive material it's slightly radioactive. So what does that mean? That means it glows. It glows constantly. It's glowing right now. You just can't see it because the lights are on. You turn the lights out, this thing is still glowing. You can see that effect online. If you Google this knife, go on Instagram, you're going to see plenty of, camera shots with the lights out or dim lighting with this knife looking awesome in the dark. So, that's definitely a cool thing. I really love the all black look on this. And, like I said, I had planned on keeping this pretty much forever. And so what changed? Sorry, I got a smudge on the blade. Let me wipe that off. So what changed? Well, it's nothing about the knife really. The reason I want to sell this knife is because I've just got, I've got the Protech Invictus, I've got the Protech Magic Whiskers 2. Both of those have been used quite a bit, and so I'm not looking to sell those. I do need to sell something to fund the knife channel, so this, even though it just came in, is going to have to be the one that goes out. I do have some great things I love about this knife. There's also some drawbacks. You'll see that when I post the review on this. This has been carried a very handful of times. But it is pretty clean. You probably see that there. That is not a mark. As you can see, it's a smudge that just gets wiped off. The one thing I will tell you about the black is, well, it's awesome. You'll probably need to carry a handkerchief with you because it does show smudges. But I think this clip is titanium. The frame on the body here is aluminum, has this tritium insert. It has the coating here, and it has the really nice mixed strider design, and it's just beautiful in the hand right here, especially up on the choil. And this is a great knife. Very, very collectible. These are pretty much sold out everywhere. Very, very difficult to get. And if and when they do pop up for the, like I said, it's a limited run, so they're not going to continue to pop up. But if and when they do pop up, they're gone immediately. So these go, depending on where you buy them, they go for about $285 to $290. And then some places have tax, some places have shipping, depending on where you're buying from. Now, I've asked for, these are going on the secondary market for anywhere. I've seen them as low as $315. I've seen them at $350. I've seen some on eBay for much more than that. Honestly, I'm looking to get out of this what I paid into it. which is which was $290 plus shipping, so basically $300 is what I'm looking to get out of this. The asking price on this is $300. As far as do I need to point anything out to you on this, this is pretty much in brand new condition, except for one thing. While I was carrying this, one of the times that I was, you can see the end of that clip, the very, very end of that clip, I think brushed against a wall or something, and so there's a slight slight mar on the end of that clip from the coating, I guess, being scratched off. So just, be aware of that. But other than that, it's pretty much in brand new condition. And this is going to be a knife that you are going to love. So that's knife number one. Knife number two is this, the VDK Impaler. This is a really, really cool knife with it's sort of a limited run custom Kryptek ano here with the, it's like a bluish purple and bronze on here. Very, very nice. It's got a compound grind, Warncliffe blade. Very, very cool. Both grinds are hollow grinds. The grind on the end is thinner. The grind on the, more towards the handle is thicker. This does have a finger choil that's very, very comfortable to choke up on. The top of this blade is very, very nice for putting your thumb across when you're choking up on the knife. The ergonomics on this knife are excellent. The VDK is a company, I think these were built by We Knives. You guys know the build quality on We Knives are excellent. One thing I'll show you on this is the action on this is amazing. So the detent is pretty good. You can see it fires out no problem every single time. But really the star of this is the drop shot action. This thing is an absolute guillotine when it drops. So I just have my finger on the lock bar there. But if you don't have your finger on the lock bar, I mean, just complete free dropper. Complete free dropper. This thing is so smooth. Boom. Love it. The thumb studs are deployable here. You can do a Spidey flick on the thumb studs here. You can do, the deployment here. This does have what do you call it? A lock bar interface over here. The name's escaping me for some reason. It's late at night. Lock bar insert, I'm sorry. You've got a serialized number 10 here on the handle and a serialized number 158 here on the tab. From what I understand, okay, so there's very little information about VDK and the types of runs they did online. This knife I did buy from a previous owner. I believe he advertised it in unused condition. So from what I understand from him is this was part of a limited run. I think this is not, so I think based on what he's telling me, and again, this is just based on what the original owner said, I haven't found anything online to support this, this is number 10 of the handles they did, or in this type of finish, and the blade is number 158 of the blades that were made in this finish with the compound grind. So that is what I understand it to be. That being said, it very well could be just a regular VDK Impaler with a custom ano, and the numbering could be just like Medford, where it's where it is. Just there for the purposes of the manufacturer. That's not usually how We does it, so I don't think that's the case, but full disclosure here. It's got, this is an integral, I want to point out. This is titanium and an integral, so there is no, it's not sandwich construction, it's a full integral, titanium integral you can see in here. Very, very nice in that regard. And yeah, this is a beautiful knife. It's just a knife that is so beautiful, I don't use it. So rather than just let it sit, I'd rather sell it and put it in somebody's hands who's going to enjoy it. So this knife, so VDK Impalers, the normal VDK Impalers are not available anywhere now. They're sold out as far as I'm aware. They are $385, or they were $385 normally. I see them go on the secondary market, usually for more than that, sometimes for less. But with the fact that I think it's a limited run and that there's the custom ano job on it, I'm going to ask for $450. Again, give me a reasonable offer. We can talk. But I think that's a fair price. You're always welcome to shoot me an offer on it if you don't think so. I will consider all offers. Just make sure they're reasonable. The next knife that I'm going to put up for sale is the Benchmade Turret. So the Benchmade Turret is, honestly, it's one of my favorite Benchmades. It's the best hard use Benchmade there is. I think I like this. I've owned the Adamas. I've owned the Presidio. I've owned this. I've owned a lot of hard use Benchmades. There's another one I think that's escaping me right now. I just did a comparison but this is my favorite one. This is my absolute favorite hard use Benchmade. This is the ergonomics on it are great. It's much lighter, much lighter than the Adamas, and it's much less bulky in the pocket. It has a deep carry pocket clip here. It is in, it's not in new condition. It's not in, it's not like no inbox or anything. I'd probably say it's in 8 out of 10 condition. It hasn't been heavily used, but it's been definitely carried. And these go for $195 new. These are G10 handles, stainless steel liners in here, axis lock, deep carry pocket clip, satin finish blade, S30V steel, very nice, stock on here that's both strong and thin. This goes for, like I said, normally for $195. I'm asking $150 for this. So if you're interested in this knife, email me again at triple.e.edc@gmail.com. The last knife is actually a knife I really love, and I don't know why I'm selling it. Honestly, I really have no idea why I'm selling it. This is the JE Made Zulu in Mammoth bone. Now, this Mammoth bone is awesome. So it's Mammoth bone and titanium. It has a lanyard hole right here in the back that is pretty well designed because you can't see it from the front. It's got, instead of a nail neck, it sort of has this opening hole where you can pull. This is a two-handed slip joint. The JE Made, I believe, is a Chinese company that makes some high-end slip joints. And this thing, the pull on these are, the pull on this is more, robust than the GEC. So I have the GEC oil field jack. This one's not for sale, by the way. But the pull on this is probably, I would say, a 7. And the pull on this is like a 9, as far as, how heavy it is. And it just sounds great when you're pulling it. It feels great when you're pulling it. The Mammoth bone feels great in hand. You can get a look at both sides because, with bone, it's a little bit different on each side. So you have this side here and this side here. It looks absolutely amazing against the titanium. The titanium looks really good. I don't see any signs of snail trails really on here. You can look right here. And yeah, it's beautiful. The steel is S35VN, as you can see right there. And it has a nice sharpening choil there. Very nice blade shape for a slip joint. Just beautiful knife. If it wasn't for the fact that I have a YouTube channel I need to fund, I honestly wouldn't even sell this. This does come with this slip case. JE Made slip case. It also comes with this slip case, this slip, which is never been used. The leather on this feels nice. The stitching is not tiger thread, but is done pretty well on this. You can take a look at it up close. Yeah, so that's so it'll come with both of those things. This, so I looked online. These are no longer available, and as you can see, this was a limited run, I think, in 2018, and it was available on DLT Trading's website for $265. I think I've seen these go a little bit higher than that, the Mammoth bone ones. The regular ones with the textured titanium, I've seen go for significantly less because I think they're normally like $185. The Mammoth bone ones are more expensive. But because these are normally $265 and I've seen them a little bit higher, I'm going to list this at $250, and so I'm asking $250 on this. So let's go ahead and take a look at all the knives again. We've got the Zulu here, the JE Made Zulu for $250. We've got the Benchmade Turret for $150. We've got the, you know, I don't think I gave you a price on these. I just realized. So this one normally goes for $385. Oh no, I did give you a price. So I was asking $450 on this. This is the VDK Impaler. Sorry, I'm confusing myself late at night. And this is the Protech SNG, Strider SNG operator. This is, I'm asking $300 on this one. If you want any of these, again, email me at triple.e.edc@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for participating in the knife sale. Even if you don't buy anything, look, I'm just glad you're here. Thank you all again. Take care. Bye.